Hello, 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 hello. Good afternoon on this Tuesday afternoon. It is September the 13th. It is approximately 1:23 p.m. on a cloudy, rainy, drizzling day in New York City, Bronx, New York, of course. Hope everyone is having a nice, decent day wherever you are from near and far. Shout out to the replay game. You have the best seat in the house. I know it's been a while. I didn't go live Friday. I didn't go live yesterday or in between. So I just came to say hello to everyone. It's been hectic this whole week. Um, let's see. Well, it's 1:24. I'll give a little people. Hey, Candace. Candace in the house. Hi, Candace. Hi, Juanita. Good morning. How are you? Hi, ladies. How you doing? I just came live because Zachary just went back to school. He didn't get go to school Friday. The bus didn't come. He didn't go to school yesterday. The bus did not come. So I had a. He went to school this morning, so I decided to come live in the afternoon and say hello to everyone and just hey, Miss YouTube on fire. How you doing, ladies and gentlemen and whomever is listening? Shout out to the podcast listeners. You know who you are. I just wanted to come live and speak to and say hello to everyone. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't really been tuning into YouTube because I've been off of YouTube. I mean, I heard like here and there, I guess it's glimpses here and there, but I don't know what's going on. But I just hope everyone is well and okay on this Tuesday afternoon. Not so positive TV with Indonesia. Hello, how you doing? Hi, Althea. Ali, why do I always chop up and botch your name? New subscriber, Candace sent me over. Thank you, R. Thank you for coming over. Thank you, Candace. Thank you for sending R over. Althea, Althea. I'm good, Bronx. Hope you are too. Glad you stopped by today. Thank you, Miss YouTube on fire. I was debating, like I said, usually I come live in the morning, but I just wanted to come live to let everyone know I'm doing okay, that I have not been on YouTube, but I've been hearing things here and there, what's going on. Zachary is starting back to school and his bus didn't come. So that really put me in a bind. And thank you, Not So Positive TV with Indonesia. That's a funny name. This is an open panel and this is an open discussion for anyone who want to come and join the platform, anyone who want to voice their opinions. I always want to leave it open to the viewers and the audience to let you know I don't discriminate. Everyone is welcome. We don't block for we don't just block people. Every opinion is welcome as long as it's respectful. Now that I know that we here gathered here today on this rainy day afternoon, we are allowed to speak about what we did not speak about yesterday or on Friday. So we have it Freestyle Fridays today and open discussion panels today. I haven't really been up to nothing. I have been doing a lot though. I'm not gonna lie. With Zachary starting back to school, he has a tutor. Hey, Original Lou, how you doing? So now that we have a good amount of people in here, you know what I do. Around this time, we do the roll call. Hey, Candace. Hi, Juanita. Miss YouTube on fire. Not So Positive TV with Indonesia. I'm not going to botch your name. I don't know why I get so nervous saying your name. Ala Thea. I'm just going to say Ali Thea. I'm going to say, hey, R. And let's see, Candace, Lawanda, and Original Loot is in the house. Hey, Nicole. Um, thank you. Not So Positive TV with Indonesia. Someone's from Broad Squad sent me over to check you out. Thank you for checking me out. Well, if you don't know what I do here on the platform, Not So Positive TV with Indonesia, I am a neutral party and I am open to all discussions and opinions. Sometimes I could be a little bit how you say a dictator, but I'm open-minded, and this panel is open for everyone to discuss what has been going on in YouTube and just random topics or just current events. But we all are here for the same thing because we do probably look at, well, I try to just take a peek at certain things, and I don't know how to elaborate on this, so that's what I'm here for, to just give my opinion on things that may be of interest to you. And excuse me. So we are here today. Candace, you still in the building? Are you still here, Candace? I know I haven't been live. And then it's like Zachary got a new tutor. He come every day. So I've been busy with Zachary and his tutoring in his school. And so I've been, doing that. And I just want to just come grace my presence if that's okay with everyone. So tell me what's been going on. Let's get into it. Lou, welcome everyone to the chat. Please hit the like button. Thank you, Candace. Candace is my mod, and Candace also have a page of her own, Candace with Convos. If you don't already know, now you know. Go check her out. She is have her own page and is up and coming and it's up and running. Oh, okay, here we go. Laughing out. It's totally fine. I accept Allie, Lynn, whatever. It's Al Lenthea. Oh, Al Lenthea. Al Lenthea. Okay. My late stepfather called me Olympia for years. That's okay, okay. So to respect you, I will call you Allie. I think I'll be more comfortable with calling you Allie because I don't want to botch your name in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Al Lenthea. Al Lenthea. Al Lenthea. Okay. Hey, Coco Love. Hey, guys, I'm at work trying to listen. You listening in, Coco Love. Coco Love is in the building. Listen, where I left off that Friday, I don't know. No, I'm lying because I wasn't. That's a beautiful, unique name, Ali. That is a beautiful name. Virgo 73 is in the house. Hey, Virgo 73. She said, hey, Bronx. Hey, Candace in chat. Hello, ladies. So, what's been going on, people? We could sum it up in a nutshell. Nothing has been going on with me. Me. I just my old regular self. I always like to come to you with a positive attitude, and the way we go from there is the way we go from there. Candace, you still in the building? You want to get the show started? You want to tell me what I've been missing? Is there anything you want to talk about in particular, Candace? Candace, is there anything you want to talk about in particular? I where I last left off was with we was just having an open discussion, and the last I looked on YouTube, I don't know if the story is still going because stories don't last that long. It was with Chef Carmen and her daughter and that debacle and that escapade. I don't know how that is still Hi Charmel, how you doing? Charmel is in the building. I don't know if that's still a story to talk about, but I know that it was a lot of talk around Chef Carmen, which I don't really follow Chef Carmen, so I don't want to get any of her story messed up. I don't want to get nobody's story messed up. That's why I said it's hard for me to come to YouTube. Hey, beautiful Blossom. Beautiful Blossom is in the building. I haven't been in them folks' business. Listen, I I know that in order to be a great host, you have to have a topic that you want to have to just peek into somebody's business at some point in time and just know what's going on. But I have definitely not been on YouTube, but I have like peeked in just to see if everyone is okay, if everyone is still up and running, and that's what we do. That's what we doing. Bronx, I'm not sure how true it is. I heard her daughter was working for her again. I haven't been watching. Oh, okay. Yeah, the last I heard is that she fired her daughter, and it was just hearsay that her daughter's, I mean, that Chef Carmen, future wife may have had something to do with it, and I feel like when it comes to family business, certain things need to stay off of YouTube. But if it comes to YouTube, it comes to YouTube. It's something that you just can't help or try to hide, especially if you're an influencer. If you're an influencer, your business is going to get out there. You know. Oh, wait. Let me see. Here we go. What's the deal with that? With this, that, and the trash? People welcome that racist to their chats. I don't get it. Uh, yeah, I heard her name come up quite often. Um, let me see. That and the has been the latest topic. Yeah, she getting a little bit too much play, if you ask me. I don't know this, that, and the third, but I have seen her circulate in a lot of chats, and she is kind of from what I've seen from her when I had Bronx Girl page, she was kind of how you say it. One day she's up, one day she's down, one day she like you, one day she don't. Certain people like that. I mean, people like her in particular, I don't really pay attention to, or even want to get to know. Her getting her name out there just to say her name is out there. I just one day she was in my chat, I believe, and she liked me one day, the next day she didn't. So let me see. Let me see. If it's on YouTube, it's everyone business. I don't know if I agree with that, Cassandra, because I see things on YouTube and I use my discretion whether I want to speak about it or not. And I feel like just because someone put their business on YouTube or just want to share things with people on YouTube, it's up to the individual how they perceive it and how they accept it and how they you know interpret it. Uh, every just because someone put their business on YouTube, that don't mean that I have to respond to it, or that don't mean I have to have an opinion about it. But because people put their business on YouTube, they expect everyone to have an opinion, and that's natural. I just don't have an opinion about everyone's business because in all, I just don't care. It's true. Chef daughter is back working for her. Okay, that's good. Family go through their ups and downs. Miss Chocolate 47 in the building. Uh, Miss Chocolate 47 is in the building. Let me see. I don't want to miss no comments. Everyone is speaking to each other. I watched her live the other day. Who live you watched the other day? Virgo Carmen's or no, I know you didn't watch this, that, and the third. Carmen's. I don't know. I really don't know Chef Carmen like that. I know she has a great rapport with people on YouTube. A lot of people like her. I'm not into the YouTube cooking, or I'm not into cooking videos at in per se. I don't just sit down and watch people cook on YouTube. I don't even like to watch people eat on YouTube. But I could like give my 2 cents in, or just my opinion about matters that people may have a peak in interest in. Let me see. Chef's Live. Okay, yeah. I agree with you both on that, Bronx. Everything on YouTube is not my business. I don't make it my business either. Yeah, and thank you, Miss YouTube on Fire. I feel sometimes like just because people put their business on YouTube, everyone don't have to jump at a chance to have an opinion about it. Like the podcast listeners, the Bush watchers, they can't just offer their opinion about everything because they don't want to be known and they don't want people to know who they are, so they keep it to themselves, and that's sometimes the best thing to do, because you just then it's called an unbiased opinion. Everybody has an opinion. It's just a matter of how you spread it out. I don't like to get into many people's business that deep and or offend anyone in any shape, form, or fashion. I don't know Chef Carmen like that, so I don't want to talk about her in a negative light. The last I heard, they said she fired her daughter. A lot of people had a problem with that, but I'm like, if she fired her daughter for a reason. If she hired her back, then everything is a-okay. It wasn't that how you say it. It wasn't that much of a problem to begin with. I wish I would be more informed on the situation, but so that comes to this, that, and the third. Everyone was saying how she's a racist, and I don't care um, if you are cool with black people or not. I personally didn't hear her use the N word, but if she did use the N word, that is a problem. She definitely has a problem. A white woman using the N word so freely because she's allowed to do it. No, she shouldn't be allowed to do it. She should be ran off the. If anybody want to run somebody off YouTube, run her ass off. If she's a racist, racism. prejudice. Prejudice. Everyone has a prejudice within them, but racism is not allowed, and it's not good in my book. If you're a racist, okay, be a racist in your own sector, in your own corner, in your own territory. I don't know. Just don't be an outward racist because you will get some backlash. Okay. Hey, Lasania, how you doing? I heard her on numerous videos. That Miss Chocolate, you talking about this, that, and the third? About her racist tone? That's what you're talking about, Miss excuse me, I said Miss. I was about to say Miss 40 Miss Chocolate. Because that's what I heard, that, she's so comfortable. And that's the thing. A lot of us, and I'm just going to keep it real, Black people in particular, because I'm a Black woman. I was born and raised as a Black woman. I'm still and always going to be a Black woman. I love being a Black woman. I would not change that for the world. Now, maybe in my fantasy land, if someone say, if you didn't have to go through trials and tribulations as a Black woman, would you pick a different race? I will leave that up for discussion. Okay, but for someone to allow a racist to come into this sector and be okay with it and give her the benefit of the doubt, you have to look at your characteristics and you have to look into the person that you are and say, no, sorry, we're gonna boot your ass out of here. Now, wait, let me say hi, Lady Charisma. How are you, my Leo sister? Not only has she used the N-word, she was doxing people and putting out info on everybody. Now that she's been exposed, she wants to play the victim. That's what they all do, Miss YouTube on Fire. Excuse me. When so certain people like YouTube on, excuse me, not YouTube on Fire, I'm sorry, this, that, and the third, she feel like she got so comfortable with this sector, she got so comfortable with Black people accepting her and embracing her because she has a different perspective and she has a different skin color and she has a different outlook. So when push comes to shove and when they expose her, now she's playing the victim, which she's going to say she's being bullied by a bunch of Black people, which she's going to say that she's being outed by a bunch of Black people, which she's going to say that Black people is playing the race card. That's what she's going to use as an excuse. I seen a snippet of a video I think someone put up. I seen that Fee had called her out. Fee is a real Leo. She want to take it to her to task, which she should have. If no one do it like Fee, then they can't do it at all. I seen, and that's how I found out about this, that, and the third, because Fee took her to task, and I support Fee and what she's doing. That's how I found out about this, that, and the third, that she was a racist, because I know Fee wouldn't just say, oh, well, she's a racist, if she didn't have no proof that she was a racist. I'm sorry. Actually, Chef said her daughter walked out first and she fired her after that. Yeah, you yeah, Chef, I like Chef. I think people probably take advantage of Chef Carmen. Not take advantage of her, but because she's a decent person, they take her kindness for weakness. Even if you're my child, I'm not letting you take my kindness for weakness. I'm sorry. Hi, Marilyn. How you doing this afternoon? Good afternoon, Marilyn. Not so positive TV. In my opinion, everyone should block her, as the thing she said is unacceptable. Go see for yourself. I believe you. I definitely will go check her out. We'll hold her to task. We'll put her on a burner. We'll put her on the stake. We'll nail her ass at the cross. I don't care if she's white or not. Well, I do care. If she's a white woman using offensive slurs, if she's a white woman using offensive language towards other races because she feel the need is comfortable because she hear it herself. No, you don't get a pass with that. You don't get away with that. I don't care if you are mentally ill or not. You know right from wrong. You know well what you're doing. Excuse me, that's someone knocking at my door, but I guess Alan not answer that shit. So we're not going to give her a pass because she's supposedly suffering from mental illness, allegedly suffering from mental illness. People with mental illness have a sound mind at times. So you can't use that as an excuse. Don't use your economics. Don't use your past. Don't use your trauma for what you are doing today. Hold on. Yeah. Why are you banging on the door like that, though? What's up? I'm on live. You looking for your sneaker box? That's
right here.
Yeah, you look nice. You're welcome. That's it. That's my oldest son that just came into the house. Say hi to YouTube.
What's up?
You coming and going?
Yeah, I got you.
Everything is in there that you need?
I don't need nothing else.
Do you need some? I'm sorry, live. My oldest son came in. I could tell him your name?
Yeah.
He said, yeah. Ty, that's Tyree. I think I discussed your name before I slipped up and said your name.
I got you this nice thing.
Yeah, I love it too. I threw the TV away because it broke. But that's all you got in there. Your other stuff is about to get thrown out, though. You got your own shit, your own apartment. Because
you don't gotta say like that. Just show me love. You don't gotta say that on the podcast.
Wait, hold up, Tyreek. Shut the hell up. You talking about your sneakers that you don't want? You gonna give to the homeless? Or you gonna take them? Over there. Talking about, I'm saying that's general shit. Do you want those? He coming in here to get his stuff.
Oh, I can use this. No, that goes. Finish.
So whatever you don't want, can I throw away? Yeah, so Tyreek is in here getting his stuff. You know, he moved out. He got his own apartment. I'm happy with him. He's taking care of responsibility. He grew up into a nice man. He's still an asshole. He a young version of Coco. You know, but he's doing what he got to do. But yeah, you leaving? Did you speak to your brother? Close the door for me. Thank you. I apologize about that. That was thank you, Miss You 2 on Fire. That was Tyree coming here, Barry. I was telling y'all that I was like, I'm gonna throw your stuff away. He's like, why are you telling YouTube that? Because I'm throwing your stuff away, stuff that you don't want, or But anyway, I'm gonna go back to the last comment. I appreciate y'all for your patience while I took the time off to speak to the child that don't come by. So the last comment okay. In my opinion, everyone should block. Okay, we went there. This, that, and the cat. We don't know this, that, and the cat. Okay, I finally see her video for myself, and she serious has problems with right. She shouldn't get a pass. Hi, Shirley. Thank you for coming by, Shirley. Everybody should lay off on the N-word. Everyone should lay off on the N-word. Yeah, they should lay off on the N-word. The N-word has a negative connotation to a lot of people. Everyone don't perceive it in the same aspect. Everyone don't perceive it in the same manner. However, when a person of a different race uses it because they feel like they grew up around Black people, because they think they know Black people, because they have Black children or Black grandchildren or married to a Black man, that does not give you a reason or a pass to use the N-word. The N-word is a nasty, disgusting, ugly word. And I'm not going to say that I haven't used it. That's just not in my daily vocabulary. I would find another word to use than the N-word. But when a white person say it, it is ugly, it is disgusting. It does not look too well. I'm sorry. It does not look good on your character. It just speaks volumes about who you are. That's how I feel about that. I agree. How can anyone be cool with that? She thinks it's okay because she allegedly have children by a Black man, right? And how can a Black man that has children with a white woman think it's okay for a white woman to call her children the N-word or him the N-word? That's not a pass. That's not acceptable. So if we're going to go and dig into Miss this, that, and the third ass, we could do that. She could dox anybody she wants to, but that does not mean we're going to lift up or lift up on her. We would stay on your ass. We have a problem with that. With your use of the N-word, it's not acceptable. It would never be acceptable. You don't get a pass. I don't care if you married or you had married every Black man in the world, okay? At all, okay? You don't have the right to use that word. That word came from a terrible place. That word has a terrible meaning. White woman, you are a white woman. I don't care if you have a mental illness or not. That does not excuse you from using that word. If Fee took your ass to task, if Fee came down on your ass, I knew it mattered because I saw her video and I seen her post and everything she said was true. I agreed with. Okay, yeah, she's saying she's being bullied. Of course, that's her playing her white card now. That's her white privilege. You see, when white people get bullied by Black people or whomever they don't have an identity with, that's when they use their white privilege. That's when they become the victim. Excuse me, chat. What's up? Will you come and hit it? What's that? Oh, sorry. You going out?
Yep.
Okay. 333 has recent videos of her using the N-word. See, Now she says she's going to strike pages. Let her strike them. Fee got her together in a calm yet straightforward tone. Yes, she did. I agree. I seen it. She said those videos are old and people are bullying her and she's going to start. Let her strike pages. If that's the best and that's the only power that she holds within and within YouTube and within herself, let her strike pages because she is a racist, because she used racial slurs towards other races. No, she don't get a pass. I'm sorry. When people was like, oh, she cool, she cool. No, she's not cool. One day she's good, one day she's not. Okay, one day she'll curse you out, one day she wouldn't. So how is she cool? Why would she get a pass? I'm sorry, wait. I'm sorry. A lot of people with mental illness are highly intelligent. Thank you, they are. But she's just ignorant, in my opinion. She is ignorant. She's ignorant of the facts. That type of language and those slurs that she used against another person of another race is not acceptable. She should be held responsible for that in all aspects of life. Thank you, Miss Awesome. I said Miss. Thank you, Miss YouTube on Fire. He left too. He's like, we'll go back to that. We don't got to talk about that child. Mental illness, my ass, she knows exactly what she's saying. She needs to be held accountable. Yeah, she do need to be held accountable. Thank you, Original Lou. She sure enough do. Like, we could hold her ass responsible and we could hold her and nail her to the cross. What makes you, what would even possess you? What would even give you that confidence to tell and say that to another person that has been enslaved by that word, that word has been used against Black people in many shape, forms of fashion? Let me share a story with y'all. And a lot of people may not believe me, and I see the comments, but the N word, it was hard for me to use it. And me and my son was arguing one day, and I was like, yeah, all right, little nigga, with the ER. He's like, yo, mom. I'm like, what? He's like, why would you call me an N-word? I'm like, what you mean? He's like, you didn't say it correctly. If you're gonna say that, you're supposed to use the I at the end, not the ER. What's the difference? You know, when Jay-Z was trying to explain it to Oprah, he did not make a case. Now they saying the AH at the end is a term of endearment, but it's just as ugly as it is the ER. Everyone doesn't accept that word. I have used it, but that's not something that I would use on a daily basis. That's not something I would use in my daily vocabulary. That word is not a nice word. Okay, I was speaking to my friend and he was explaining something to me. He said that if I become an ER, then people, and he said ER, then people wouldn't like me. And I was like, oh gosh, let me stop judging people. Okay, yeah, it does not sound right when a white person call a Black person a ER. It doesn't, it's not too bad, but it is bad when a person call another Black person a AH, okay, at the end. Okay, maybe it's a term of endearment. I can accept the term of endearment to a certain degree. But when it's used, how you say it, profusively, when it's used consistently and constantly, it becomes ugly. That's an ugly word. It's a nasty word. The word stupid is ugly, and the word ER, N-word, is an ugly, disgusting, terrible, hurtful word. That's a hurtful word, this, that, and a third. It's a hurtful word. I don't care if you're married to a Black man. I don't care if you have Black children. So you look at your children the same way slaves, masters, looked at the slaves. let's not go there with trying to make excuses for the reason and the reason why you use the word or the reason you may behave so crazy. Don't use mental illness as excuse. I know people that have mental illness and they have productive lives. They are beautiful people. You yourself have trauma that you need to deal with before you try to come to us as a Black community. You are in the Black community. Now, if we were the same people that you were, you would not be welcome here. Okay, we will show prejudice and discrimination towards you. Now you're trying to use, so to speak, being bullied. Yeah, go get a lawyer, hire a lawyer, and see how much of a case do you got. Okay, thank you, Candace. Show our girl Bronx some love and hit the like button. Thank you, Candace. I appreciate you. You know, I appreciate you. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Juanita. Oh, thank you, Shirley. Oh, let me see. You speak in facts, Bronx. You should never be used. Right, exactly. Thank you. She used to be riding, begging Benny, using all kind of derogatory words against him and doxing him all over the place. She's an evil person. Right. You know, so hi telling it all, hi cutie sweet, and she's a part of every sector going against the other. Yeah, and try to fit in, and she's accepted because she want to be accepted. You know why? Because she's in the Black community with white skin. Now, a lot of people may say, well, Bronx, you sound a little prejudiced and discriminatory. No, we know. We are all at a certain age. If you are, I'm not discounting of 30-year-olds, but because I'm 40 years old and older, 42. So people that's in this chat that's 40 years old and older know what type of person she is. Know that she would use her skin color to get in the door. Know she would use her white privilege just to get by, to get to look at different. Well, she go into the job. Well, I'm white skinned, she's black. The person with the black woman with the higher education don't get hired because she used her white privilege. That's the type of person she is. Okay, we're not fooled by you. And when I had this discussion, and when I heard this discussion before, I was like, oh no, I don't want to touch it because I know I could be a little bit political towards that effect. You know, and then a lot of people and a lot of people just don't accept it like that. You know, I would give it to you raw. This is truly a method to there is truly a method to the madness. I agree. I can't believe so many people are siding with her just because they don't like the person they expose her. They know they would never have her in their presence in real life. Exactly. Now, I have been around. Let me tell you something. There was another lady that's white that used the N word. She's a content creator. I'm not going to blow her up. I'm not. Before I had Bronx Girl, I had another page, and me and her used to go back and forth. She said, well, I grew up with black people. I said, I don't care if you grew up with black people or not. That does not give you the right to use that word. You do not have that right. People may say, oh, black people use it against each other. That does not mean nothing when it comes to a person of a different race. Let us handle that. Let us embrace that. Let us deal with that. You are not us. We are not you. Now, we use a racial slur towards you. You wouldn't be affected like how we were how you say traumatized and beaten and enslaved and all of the above. To use that word against us, you are using your white privilege. You are showing that your white privilege matters. You are showing what white privilege does. You are showing that we don't matter and you do. You probably are the type of person that says, oh no, black lives don't matter. All lives matter. When you don't know the real meaning of Black Lives Matter, you don't know the science behind it, you don't know the history behind it. We know the history behind that ugly, disgusting term, N-word. Okay, I won't teach that in my home. I have not taught that in my home. You know, I hear it in songs. I ignore it or I don't embrace it. But you seem to have embraced it as if it's a daily vocabulary of yours. It's not okay. And if you are married to a black man that thinks it's okay for you to use that terminology towards your children, towards your grandchildren, towards him and his family, then I don't know what type of person you married. Your head would have got knocked off by now. I'm sorry. I know that's all I got to say about that. You know, if we called her a C word in a white audience, it would be all out war. It would be an all out war. You know, if we use terms that are considered racial slurs, like let's just say, I don't know, C word, like R said, thank you. And you know what's so true, R, because someone used that word on a political page and they got their page shut down because that was a racial slur against a white person. So this, that, and third, you need to tone it down. You need to just back up and you need to find another sector. We don't accept you over here because we feel that you are racist and we feel that you are using that as an excuse to cuddle up and get in good with black people. Every black person is just not going to stand by and accept your bullshit. Okay. I don't want to be your friend because you are just white and you may get me into some doors. I don't know what doors you could get anybody into. You haven't got yourself in any doors yourself because you are over here amongst the black community trying to make friends, acting like you care about black people. You know what you are? You are a bigot. That's what you are. Let's just call her what she is, a bigot. That's what that is. Bigotry. Okay? Bigotry. what you projected and what are you saying. And that's what I got to say about that. So when I heard it, I had to accept it. I had to internalize it before I came before y'all and laid it out on the line. Nobody should give her a pass at all. Okay. Oh, she's white. So what? It makes it worse. Okay. Okay. Look at Miss Chuck. We need your kind around here. We don't need your kind around here. Right. We don't need your kind in this black community. And the black community are the last to be looked at. The black community is looked at as the bottom of the barrel. So you thinking that you could come over here and shed light on the situation. No, we don't accept you. We don't accept you. I'm glad you picked this topic. I'm glad you picked this topic because she is really getting out of hand on these YouTube. She's right. She's getting out of hand and people are letting her get out of hand, you know. So that's just like I said before. I use an example. That's just like, you know, because I'm going to use Candace as my example. She's my mod. If Candace, me and her are friends and she decide that she want to be friends with this, that, and the third, just an example, and say, well, I could go where I want to go. Okay, you could go where you want to go, but I don't have to follow you. If that's the type of person you choose to be, deal with, and connect with, and socialize with, and fraternize with, and just do all the above, I just, it goes to show me that you don't have no morals, that you don't have no values or no integrity. Not you, Candace, per se. It's just an example because you're my mod, and you know you understand me very well. You know. Okay. Let me see. Let me go to the. Now that's exactly what the people. Now that's exactly what the people that's allowing her to stay in this sector needs to tell her. Brooks. Oh, thank you, Miss YouTube on Fight. I do it for y'all. I do it for the audience. I do it for the listeners. I do it for my supporters. I do it because I care, and I do it because this is. I mean what I say, and I say what I mean, and. Anytime y'all want me to discuss a topic and you want to hear my opinion about it, I am more than happy to share it with you because you are more than welcome to listen to it. And I appreciate you guys so much. Hey, Lauren. Exactly. What do you think about them comparing her to Allergic to the BS? Why they compared her to Allergic to it? They trying to say Allergic shouldn't be held accountable, but Allergic never called in nobody the N-word. Right. Allergic. I never heard her say the N-word, and I considered and looked at Allergic to BS as a phantom. She don't really. She go after people that she feel that need to be outed. You know, she has she has a position on these YouTube streets, and she does it very well. I don't think Allergic. I don't know if she said that. I'm sorry if she. I don't know if I ever heard a rumor or even a hint at Allergic saying that word. So I just can't, compare Allergic to this, that, and third. Allergic has seemed like she's more intelligent and has more education than. I'm sorry, I don't. I just feel like they're two different people that should not be compared to each other. Okay, they have two different backgrounds. They have two different. I don't know. I don't want to sound too self-righteous, but you could stop me at any time, people. Let me see. Next thing you know, she will be bringing her peeps, making channels, and it's not that type of party, right? Why is she so invested in this sector? Because she want to feel like she a part of something. She want to feel like because she's married, with a black man or have black kids, that she is a black woman. No, she thinks she's the Kardashians, like the Kardashians said. Kim Kardashian says she want to teach her children and she want her children to be informed because they are not white. They are not white. They will be looked at as black to know that the law and to be so they could be protected. And I feel like Kim Kardashian step out her boundaries a lot. You are a rich, wealthy white woman that have black children. What's the chances of your children coming into contact with a police officer? I'm pretty sure they have protection from birth to death. Okay, that's what I'm talking about with people with a white privilege. I never seen Allergic disrespect us in any way. Me either. Exactly, Bronx. That's how I feel about some of the people I follow. When they start going to other pages, I stay back until they come back to their platform. Right. Candace, wow, no way she isn't no comparison to Allergic to BS. I've never heard Allergic speak on such ugly words. I never either. I never even hinted or allergic to BS. I called her a phantom. You know, she is a phantom, and that's respectfully. But I never heard a hint. I never heard a clue, an inclination that this woman had used that word. You know, maybe she have dissed some people or outed some people. So what? We all do it. She is not to be trusted. Other people's like, I'm sorry, Lawanda. She is not. Hey, Lawanda. She is not to be trusted. Other sector, with the F wrong. What wrong with you? People over there allowing that BS. Y'all hate on others that bad to allow that BS while we really don't stick together. We don't. Who can somebody? Oh gosh, y'all gonna get me in trouble. It's 2:03. I gotta wrap it up. I don't know what time Zachary get home, but should be get home soon. So who's allowing her to say these derogatory, inflammatory, racist, discriminatory, prejudice, racial slurs? Who? Who is allowing this lady, this racist, to be free to be a racist? You could be a racist, but you can't be a racist in my presence. You keep that shit amongst yourself. It's safer for you that way. If you are a racist, that is perfectly fine with you being a racist in the confines of your own home and your own secret, whatever. I'm sorry. If you want to be a racist, but stay away from me. Allergic to BS is cool. She is on point. Fact, she is. They said we give allergic a pass, but try to condemn this, that, and third. The crack. Right, Queen Mary Ken, that's the difference. Y'all make sure to hit the like button. This, that, and the crack. This, that, and the crack. Right, give it to her. Allergic to BS is nothing like that woman. I've never heard her call anyone out their name. They definitely reaching, trying to compare the two. They don't have no how you say, they don't have nothing else to go on. Nikki Williams, it doesn't matter. They are both Caucasian women down talking black people right in our faces, and we so done. We're allowing and laughing at them, at our own people. What did so let me be clear, Nikki. What did what's her name? Allergic, excuse me, the Phantom. What did the Phantom say that to talk down on black people? I understand where you're coming from with it, but when you say stuff like that, Nikki, it just brings up another subject, it brings up another topic, and it brings up another something that has nothing to do with what you're saying. And I'm going to back you, but I understand what you're saying in that per se, because they'll say, well, black people talk to black people recklessly. So what? Okay. I'm not saying other races cannot have an opinion, an informed opinion about our race. I'm not saying that white people, other races outside of non-black people, outside of the black community cannot have an opinion on black people. But when you start to show prejudice, when you start to show your ignorance, when you start to show your discrimination, and when you start to show your true colors meaning you have you are a racist because it's in your blood, you cannot help yourself, then that becomes a problem. I don't have a problem with other races having an opinion about black people, okay? We may share the same opinion, but when you become racist and when you become a bigot, that becomes a problem. That's not acceptable. That's all I'm saying. Do you understand where I'm coming from, Nikki? Well, I understand what you're saying. Wait. Need to wait. Okay, I'm gonna go back. Nikki, I see your comment down there. Amongst a few. Oh, yeah, they don't listen. Let me just put out a disclaimer because I'm a professional and I'm an alter ego. So let me pin this comment amongst a few others. Listen, those people are ignorant of the facts. They are brain dead. They don't have no knowledge. They don't have too much of a formal education. So people like this, that, and the crack that come along, and I'm saying this, that, and the crack because that is her name that we gave her little term of endearment, right? So when people like this that I just pinned, the gorilla that who think it's okay for someone like this, that, and the third to voice her opinion because they may find it intriguing. We know that they are ignorant of the facts. We know they are brain dead. We know they do not have much of an education. We know that they don't know the history behind the word. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to even pin those comments because you know what? That's going to I see y'all. I see. Of course, she think it's okay. You know what type of informed opinion do she have of her own? Okay, she probably go to the freaking KKK allegedly meetings in the Cape and protest too. She probably go to the. She probably is a Donald Trump supporter. Nothing. I'm not. I'm not disputing Donald Trump supporters, but we have our opinions on Donald Trump supporters. We'll just call her Donald Trump supporter. The thoughts, Donald Trump thoughts supporters. Okay, that's what they do. That's how they think. They are ignorant. They are less educated. They don't have an informed of opinion. I'm sorry. And okay. And unused tea, everybody on the other side is allowed. So when it comes to sweet tea, I'm going to speak about sweet tea in a different light. You know, if sweet tea, if you're listening, I hope you're listening, and I hope you're listening respectfully, because you know that I would never go. I said before that if I go against anyone, it won't be you and it won't be Roz. Now, if you are allowing this behavior, sweet tea, that you are definitely wrong, and I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to elaborate on it. So if you have someone that is a racist, that is a bigot in your audience and your followers, it just goes to show that you're not protecting your audience. That whole this, that, and third is not welcome over here. Unless you want to come up to the panel and I'll nail her ass to the cross. If this, that, and the crack want to come up here, if she want to get this slaying, she want to get this slashing from this black woman, come up here, be my guest, step into the lion's den and explain yourself. Okay? Races are all over the world. Now, if you want to enter this sector, enter respectfully and enter like a G. Until then, back off. Shame on everyone that accepts that. Exactly. I'm just saying that's why I pushed away from the sector. I understand. Nothing thoughts was taken up for her. Allergic. Oh wait. Well, I'm from Chicago and I got Black Panther ties. Great. I'm cut from a whole another cloth. Mark Clark was my cousin and Mel Birch was my kid's grandfather. I'm different when it comes to certain topics. No, I understand that, Nikki. I understand that part. But you know what, Nikki? You know, we could always have a discussion about it. That's why I don't touch certain things. Race, politics, sexuality is a whole different beast for me. That causes a lot of chaos. It causes a lot of confusion. You know what I mean? It causes confusion and it causes chaos. But Nikki, I'm not disputing what you're saying. I agree with what you're saying, that certain topics shouldn't be allowed and shouldn't be discussed so freely without being informed, without having information or knowledge on the topic. The Black Panthers, we respect them. They did a lot for the Black community. So I will always take you into consideration and I'll always be sensitive to the issue, Nikki. I appreciate you sharing that with me. I really do. You know, I forgot his. Don't get mad at me, Nikki. I didn't know that because of the Black Panthers that the WIC program was formed. Okay, so I respect you, Nikki, and I respect where you're coming from. A lot of people that have fought for us before our ancestors, Martin Luther King, and people just fought for civil rights. Not a particular Martin Luther King, but he was a civil rights leader that fought for us and our rights. And for people to acknowledge this and witness this, it could. I don't know. It's a step back. So, Nikki, I appreciate you for sharing that. And I will always respect you and have that in mind. Okay. And so I understand where you're coming from wholeheartedly. Let me see. Sharon is in the building. Hey, VC. Now she wants to play victim when she be harassing people for a long time. Right. No, we know it accept no harassing. If this, that, and the third want to come up here and voice her opinion on a neutral platform, and if she have her ducks lined up in a row, and if she come up here respectfully, come up here and show the people that you are not who we say you are. Show the people that you are not a racist. Give us 20 reasons why you use that word. None of them will be accepted. No reason at all. So there you go. You're wrong. I don't care if you had 20 reasons, 100 reasons. None of them are acceptable. But using that word against another Black person. That's it. Good afternoon. Hey, Karen, just tuning in. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Nikki. I appreciate you, Nikki. Thank you, Nikki. I'm glad that we can respect each other opinion. I respect you more now than enough that you share that your family history. So it will always be in the back of my mind that Nikki came from a legacy, as you did. The Black Panthers was treated wrong, and they fought for causes that they probably would be hurt by today, that is going on today, that is allowed today, when they fought for us to come this far. You know, I have seen dibble dab in here with the Black Panthers, and they were very intelligent people. So I know you come from a long history. Thank you, Nikki, for sharing that. Exactly. Anyone that allows 330 and in your chat is wrong. As two left shoes, do we dislike each other that bad to allow a racist to infiltrate the sector? No, 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 no. She's not allowed. But if she want to come and step up into the den, if she want to come and step up to the platform to lie and say why she said this or may have an excuse, no excuses, no reasons are accepted. We want to know, what are you going to do moving forward? We want to know what are you going to do to raise your children so they won't be just like you, to think because you're Black, oh, they have that right to down talk someone. That's all you're doing, is showing your children how to be racist. Oh gosh, what did I do? I love how you said I don't talk about race or religion or politics. Yeah, it's scary. And shout out to my cousin Mark. Shout out to your cousin Mark. Yes, yes, ma'am. He made us WIC coupons. Much respect, Ross. Yes, thank you, Nikki. You know, I had to dig deep into a lot of history because, you know, a lot of people used to talk about the Black Panthers in the wrong light. And when you inform yourself and when you read about a lot of things and when you read about the history, they brought us to where we are now. And I am grateful to the Black Panthers for the WIC program because, you know, a lot of people just thought that, oh, it was handed us. No, it was fought for us. You know, that combated a lot of poverty. And that's why I said I don't like to get into politics. I don't like to get into religion or sexuality or politics. You know, race, it's I have to be damn near 100% accurate in what I say about it and how I say it. You know, one day we can have an open discussion and that discussion will get heated and that discussion will get, I don't know, we ready for you. I think we ready for that discussion. Yeah, I grew up with the Black Panthers. They did a lot for the Native. Thank you, Karen Buck, for sharing that and shedding that light on this platform. They did. You know, so I understand where Nikki come from and people in the audience saying that's not acceptable. She should not be allowed in this sector that she's infiltrating. That's how people do. They infiltrate. They cozy up. They act like they like you. They act like we're friends. But behind their back, like someone like 333 or this, that, and the crack, she act like she loved Black people so much. Or she want to be friends with Black people. But once a Black person do something you don't like, you go into their neighborhood and you chilling with a Black person, right? This, that, and the crack, and they do something you don't like. They the worst person you ever met, right? You don't want your kids around that person. You don't want your kids to see that person, but you just married to someone like that. That's the bigotry. That's the prejudice. That's the bullshit that you want us to believe. Okay, come over here instead of being a safe environment. This is not a safe environment. If you are so bold to call us the N-word, then you are bold to step into the chat and get dealt with. That's it. That's all. I appreciate you. I'm laughing because I love this chat. Y'all let me be myself. My kids is in there watching. They be laughing at me like, yo, Ma, you are off the hook. And I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you, Nikki. You shedded a different light. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Original Lou. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, LaWanda, Queen Mary, Karen, VC, Sharon, Miss Chocolate 47, and my mod, Candace. If I miss you in R, thank you to welcome to the chat, Miss R. Susan Tom, wow, you dismiss half the country. I didn't see this comment. You just dismiss half the country. No, I don't. Oh my God. This is so sad. Wait, let me see if I got time to read. When do you plan to come back? Bronx had to send a search party. Candace, listen, Candace, it's been hell for me this week. Zachary didn't go to school, and I'm like, oh my gosh. When he don't go to school, I don't want him jumping around and me stopping and attending to him. I want to give my undivided attention to you. So when this woman say, excuse me, respectfully, what's her name? I'm sorry. Oh, Susan Thomas. Sorry. Susan Thomas, wow, you just dismissed half the country. What you mean I dismiss half the country? A lot of people don't want to face the facts. There's still racism. There's still prejudice. There's still bigots that are able to infiltrate of the Black community and get away with it. There are still people who are allowed to use their white privilege to come forward, to be looked at as a different person, to be valued, okay? White people in particular who use their white privilege and say, per se, or think Black people like myself are inferior to them, okay? Now, if you want to get into that discussion, Susan Thomas, we could get into that discussion, but this is not the time to get into it because you really didn't specify on what you meant. So I'm just going by my commentary and what I'm saying, okay? Now, I know pushback is always welcome, but that will open the door for discussion, and it would get heated, it would get nasty, it would get a lot, it would just get out of hand. So I'll just ask Susan Thomas, yes, Susan Thomas, to reserve that comment for another day. Friday, hopefully we can speak about it in jest. How about that, Susan? Does that sound right? Oh gosh. Thank you, Nikki. I'm here for the people. I told y'all I'm here for the people. And I mean that. I'm here for the people. Okay, I'm going to read a couple more comments and then I'm going to go. R says she will be looking to the Black community when one of the kids gets stopped by the cops. Exactly. Or can't get a job because exactly. Oh, now they'll be discriminated against. Thank you, R. I appreciate that. Bronze girl, this, that, meth, and crack is a coward. She's not going to pull up because racist uses that word to hurt us. They do. They exactly do. And it would never be real to explain why she used it. Exactly. There's no reason for you to use that word. None. I don't care if you are a scientist. I don't care if you are, I don't know, the president. There's no reason for you as a white woman to be using that word so freely. Hate me. People said people love to hate me. Hate me. Thank you, Nikki. I appreciate you sharing your history with us, and that will be in the back of my mind, and I will take it into consideration. I appreciate you sharing your history with us. I can't believe the Black folks, right? I can't believe the Black folks that still support her. They are the type of Black folks that told us to run away slaves, right? I wouldn't support nobody that speak like that think like that act like that. Come in, because that's a character assassination. What's up? Oh, you going out?
School.
I've been texting. I know. I saw you going to school.
Yeah.
Oh, have a good day. Why don't you just put that in your book bag? Keep it.
That's the best thing you
I bought Zachary another one. He stepped his game up.
Well, I'll be continuing.
Granddad came back?
Yeah, he's back. He got some food in the front for you.
He bought food?
Yeah.
All right, bye. That's Alan. He said he's going to school. Okay, I'm going to read one more comment, then I'll have to end the live because I see this. At no point any of us in the Black community should accept a racist because we disagree. Thank you. It's a terrible day when we can't hate each other enough to embrace a person who hates us, our skin color. That's a beautiful. I'm going to leave that up there. I'm going to read another comment. Yes, it was, Nikki. I learned some things about Black Panther in this little time. Shout out to Cousin Mark. Shout out to Cousin Mark. Shout out to Nikki Williams for sharing her history and her legacy. I think I'm not going to botch his name because I'm a little nervous. I used to look at the Black Panthers. They were militant. They knew they were intelligent, but they were looked at as a terrorist group. We're not going to see how you open discussions for me to say certain things when people use words that they don't know what they mean and they throw it around so freely. Like the Raw Squad was called a terrorist group, but the freaking Black Panthers was considered a terrorist group. They was on a terrorist watch list and they wasn't a terrorist group. They just carried guns around and they were legal to carry around. Okay, so we're not going to get into that discussion. I don't want to be that person that knows a little bit about tiny things and bring it to the chat. Okay, I want someone like Nikki Williams to bring it up and we elaborate on it and we how you say we discuss it. That's how I want this platform to be. Anytime, any day, respectfully. Now, I'm going to end the chat. People, wait. I wanted to leave VC comment up. I want it to be up on the screen so when people want to do the replay, shout out to the replay game. I'm at 59 minutes. I'm going to end the live. I appreciate you for stopping by. I appreciate you for tuning in. And I love you for listening to my insight and my perspective. I'll try to come back. I'll try to do my research myself. You know, any topic that is brought up, and if anyone can tell it to me accurately and I don't mess up what you're telling me, we could talk about it. I depend on you. And I know that I'm going to start dabbling harder into these topics so I can bring you a clear and concise statement. So I appreciate everyone for coming to the chat. Oh, April Lee, thank you. But you know what? That's because things run so, man. Thank you, ladies. I do got to go because Zachary got to come home from school, and I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. So I love you for listening, and I love your channel. Thank you, R. I'll come back soon, and we'll talk, okay? Because my father just came in, so I got to go in there and talk to him. Candace, I'll call you later. I apologize to everyone for just being so heated and disgusted and so passionate. Everyone have a great day and have a safe day. I love you too, Candace. I love you too, Chad.